What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 30-second Java game development tutorial. And I just got back from school, and you know what? I am ready to make tutorials tonight. I'm gonna make at least 500 tutorials tonight. I'm just in a good mood for some reason. Probably because we got let out early, and probably because I keep getting these comments from this hot girl on YouTube, Dope Fiend. She left me a couple cool comments about my tutorials, and then I clicked on her channel, and she's actually really hot. So, you know, I'm a little giddy about that right now. But anyways, let's get back to, away from my personal life. This is about you guys learning this stuff. So, before we get started in this tutorial, we need to change one thing. In the last tutorial, we passed in a graphics object, and we need to actually change it to graphics 2D, so it's compatible with our superclass, and now we're good to go. So in the last tutorial, we covered all the methods from the mouse listener interface, and now we got to go over the mouse motion interface. Now the mouse motion interface is when you click and drag, which is pretty much dragged, or move the mouse, and moving the mouse is just moving it around without dragging. So there's only a holding down the button difference. But let's go ahead and make a little comment and put mouse motion interface just like that. And now let's implement the first method we need. It's going to be public void mouse dragged. So if you thought it was drug, it actually not. It's not drug, like I drugged the mouse. It's dragged. See, a nice little bit of information as well. So mouse event, name it E, and how do we handle this baby? Well, if you couldn't guess, we're just going to change the message, and it's going to be you are dragging the mouse. So whenever the user drags their mouse, it looks at this method and implements this bit of code. And what's the code? We just changed a little message on the screen. So now we need to implement the one other method in this interface, and that's public void, and that's mouse moved. Now mouse moved is just like mouse dragged, but this is without holding down the button. See, I'm moving it right now, and if I click, now I'm dragging it. You see? Pretty simple stuff here, pretty self-explanatory. Get out of my way, Haas. Now this is also going to take mouse event E, even though we never use that E object, just passed in. And this should change the message to equal you are moving the mouse. So now we already implemented all the methods from two interfaces, the mouse listener and the mouse motion. Now there's one other interface that I think we did. Yep, mouse wheel listener. And this is if you have a wheel in the middle of your mouse to like scroll up and down like I'm doing right now, then we can also get events from there. So let's go ahead and add a little comment. Wheel interface. Ooh, I spelled them wrong. Cool. And now let's go ahead, and the method in this is public void mouse wheel moved. And we're just going to go ahead and take, let's see, mouse mouse wheel event, so it's a little different, and this is going to be E. So now what we want to do is change the message to something whenever they scroll the wheel in any kind of way. We want to change the message moving mouse wheel. Simple enough. So now there's only one other interface but three methods that we need to implement. This key listener, and remember this key listener had three methods in it, but we already handled those in this. So all we have to do is, aside from init, get key pressed, what happens if you press down a key on your keyboard, key released, and key typed. And let's just go ahead and copy those from, I don't know, it was probably like 2 tutorials ago. Copy, and we'll paste it in this new one right here. So now when we want to stop running our program, remember, all we have to do is hit escape. And if you don't know where these are coming from, you have to watch the tutorials from like 5 tutorials ago or something. So now pretty much anything they do with the mouse or keyboard, we're going to be able to capture that data and respond to it accordingly. And whenever we want to exit, whenever we hit the escape key, it's going to stop our program. So let me go ahead and run this, see if I got any errors, which I don't. And I know you guys can't see, but I'll tell you guys what happens. Right now it says you are moving the mouse, and I'm moving the mouse around the screen right now. Now let me hold down my mouse button and now move it, and now that's dragging the mouse. So now it says on my screen you're dragging the mouse. So what else did we do? Oh, it said I released the mouse, and when I press it, it says you press down actually it says OSUYE because I spelled it wrong. You released the mouse, pressed, released, you are moving the mouse, and I guess that's it. I still have my keyboard, press released F, D, and of course escape ends the program. So I know you guys couldn't see any of that, but that's pretty much what it did. If you run this program yourself, then you're going to get to see it. But that is how you capture data from the user via the keyboard or the mouse. And of course, this is very important when we're doing game development, because if you made a game that didn't involve the user or the keyboard or the mouse at all, it would pretty much be a boring game. You might as well just make Sudoku where you can't even look at anything. It's like giving some guy a crossword puzzle without a pen. I mean, how fun is that? Seriously. But for now, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're going to stick with me on the next tutorials, and we are one step closer to making awesome computer games in the Java programming language. So again, thank you. That's all I got to say. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next tutorial.